Hello everyone, welcome to the World Cup Roundup. This is the semi-finals we're looking at now. We are first of all going to review the first of the two semi-finals that took place earlier today, and that is against Silsi, who's playing Undead, and we are playing against RTSD, who's playing Necro. First of all, let's review the two teams, and this is the Undead team, coached by Silsi. So we've got two block guard mummies. We've got two whites, one with tackle and one with guard. The tackle white could be quite instrumental in taking down RTSD's ghouls. The other white has guard, so we've got three players with guard, and then we've also got two blodging ghouls. So all four ghouls start with dodge, and we've got block on two of them. Zombies down to 12 players with 3 fan factor, 3 team rerolls. Now let's review RTSD's team. RTSD of course playing Necromantic. And RTSD's gone for the Claw Pom combination, which is Claw, Mighty Blow and Piling on one of the two wolves. He's also got Block and Tackle on the other wolf, which is a remarkably reliable sweeper. He's got Block and Guard on both flesh golems. Solid choice in my opinion. Guard on one white, and then Sure Hands on the other ghoul. There was a question mark over whether you take the other white instead of the ghoul, but actually looking at the skills you've taken, at what point do you actually put skills on the other white? Questionable. So is the other ghoul therefore better? Possibly. He's got players down to 12 because that zombie there could be in the 6th slot, so he's got 12 players. He's got no fan factor, so it is likely he won't really be more famous during the game, and he's got 3 rerolls. So that concludes the team reviews. Hello everyone, and we're going to join now into the game. This is me giving you a review of what happened in the semi-final. This is going to be sped up, this is going to take out all the thinking time, so it'll just be a review of the actual final, semi-final as it took place, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions about how each turn plays out, and what the coaches did, what they could have done better, and any great points that were in the game. So, looking at this, it looks like the Kobayashi Maru are actually more famous, would you believe, because Silsi rolled a 3 plus 3 fan factor, whereas RTSD managed to roll a straight 8, so he's actually got fame. Wasn't expecting that. He's also got to receive, so we'll watch it from the point of view of the receiving team, and we'll watch how Silsi sets up. I'll put all the skills on. These are all gained skills, including skills that the team started with. There we go. So that's the setup for Silsi, and this is the setup for RTSD. Now, the first thing I notice, so it's the start of turn 1. I'll let that play through. So he's gone for a block on that wolf there. Claw doing a thing. And then he's setting up with flesh golems to hit. Looking at this, because Silsi left his tackle white lying outside, RTSD is able to punish that, and won't end up being based at the end of the turn so long as the tackle white goes down. There is one important point here, which is I'm not sure I would do it this way around. I think I'd have put the piling on white wolf on the line of scrimmage, and I'd have blitzed with the other wolf, because if you don't get this down, you're going to leave your wolf really exposed. Oh, not down on the first hit. Oh my god, not down on the second hit, and re-rolled, not down on the third hit. Oh my god. Okay, so he's now got a problem. So before we let him do any more, he's got a problem, because if he's just used his reroll, so if he dodges away and he fails the dodge, the wolf is probably going to end up in this square. He hasn't secured the ball. Oh, okay, he has caught the ball, but that's his end of his turn. He hasn't taken that block yet. This isn't very strong, and he's liable to get stamped on. If you leave him there, he's going to get punched in the face by the tackle mighty blow. So it's a massive call for RTSD first turn, and this is kind of why I would have liked to have seen the werewolves swapped round. I know there's a big payoff for taking out the white, but really, you can't get him back again. So let's see what happens. So he chooses not to re-roll. Chooses not to dodge. Zombies walking forward just to provide a little more screen. And the ball coming up. And back again. And he doesn't get the knockdown. I'd say some pretty poor block dice in the first turn there. 3 50-50s in a row where he didn't get them down. That wolf could have been surfed as well there, if that wasn't a knockdown, by putting 2 more players in these 2 guys here, and then the white just punching it off the field. So that wolf, now you think about it, that wolf probably should have made that dodge, because that wolf is in a lot of trouble. Double marking this. Is he going for the foul? This is, oh my word. Going for a ghoul foul. +2, so the wolf is armor 6. You're more likely to... Oh my god. And he's casualtied it. RTSD out a killer wolf. Turn 1. Ooh, this drive's just collapsing. Now, before he does anything else, there's an interesting play here. There really is an interesting play on. And that is, you've just lost your most important player. And I just want to consider this for a second before, because we've removed all the thinking time. I don't know whether RTSD saw it at the time and decided not to go for it, or something else. And that is, you've got a double surf here. So how would you line that up? 1, 2, 3, 4. You've now got guard, you block. Hopefully you get a knockdown. If you get your knockdown, you've started to make a bit of a box. You've got 3 out of your 4 box that you need. He stands up. You've now got 3 assists. White runs over. You've now got 4 assists on this mummy. On this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. I think you throw a reroll at that and make sure you can dodge out again. Block here. This guy here. This guy here. Ball here. All of a sudden, you then might have surfed these 2. That equalises things up a massive amount. Your alternative is to go this way, using the wolf to take out the zombie. Massively low value target. I like this play. I don't know what he chooses to do. Let's see. Okay, so he's instantly gone for the other play. I think, having lost the wolf, I would possibly look at... It's not doubling down, but it's going for it. You're probably not going to get another mummy strike at this for a while. So, he doesn't take it. Doesn't follow up. Sensible. Good call. Screening off the other werewolf. We'll see the flesh golems come across and support one another. Okay. We won't. Oh, he's holding the centre, so if he needs to swap back again, he can do. All dodging away from tackle. Ooh, okay, that was it's a little bit fortunate from RTSD there. Considering he's had some rough luck in the first turn, I don't begrudge him that. Silsi standing up zombies to try and tie up his positionals. And now with the Mighty Blow piling on Wolf gone, the mummies really are probably going to feel a lot more confident about life in general. Oh, okay. Going for the here to try and tie up the wolf, based on the fact that he tied up these 2 flares. Oh, big hit. Big hit. Casualty regen. And if I'm Silsi at this point, I'm probably quite content just to apply gentle but sustained pressure everywhere, because the most dangerous player on the whole board is just gone. Oh, I like this. This is good. This is good play. So he's made it so the ghoul hasn't got dodge because he's put tackle on it. He has got -2 dice, and it's a 4+ if he wants to dodge out anywhere. And he's put pressure on the ball carrier. I like this. This is good. Good play from the Undead. Good play. RTSD now in a little bit of trouble. Question is, what can he do about it? So he's going to be relying on the 3+ dodge to get away with dodge. And he's going to hit. So he's taking his blocks. Oh, heart in moment, mouth. Heart in moment time. Heart in mouth time there. And what are you going to do about the mummy? Because the mummy can just do the same thing to you again. One dice? Yeah. I don't dislike that one dice. He's got block, so 5 times in 6, that works. And 3 out of those 5 times, you knock him over. Follow, good. So RTSD recovered somewhat from that turn. Now that mummy feels a little bit isolated and isolated and out of the way, so has to come back probably to here. These two need to go and put some pressure around the back. Silsi choosing not to base here. Now, where's his blitz? For me, the blitz is on this zombie, and then you can stand in front of the ball carrier. Then you hit him with Mighty Blow. Silsi thinks not. I haven't actually seen this before match particularly, so I don't actually know what happens other than the result. Going for the wolf. I'm putting tackle back on the ghoul. Good play. If that zombie stands up, it's going to get Mighty Blow to the face next turn. And RTSD back in trouble again. Didn't get the knockdown, which means that the white struggles to get round now, which is a shame for the white. I'm almost certain that that was what he was looking to try and do. Okay, RTSD just dragging this out a little bit. Not looking to score yet, so he's okay that his wolf's out there. Oh, you've got to re-roll that, yeah. And this is the problem having your positionals tied up, because Necro, the weakness of Necro is that they're only agility 3. So once you start putting your players one-on-one and you've got no support, they start falling apart. So what the Undead have managed to do quite successfully and so far is they've started to break the play up, and they've started to be able to apply pressure. And because they're a player up, because the wolf's off, and the Necro are holding the ball, so they're another player down, it feels like 9 versus 11. And this is where they're starting to find it a little bit more tricksy to do stuff. Okay, that is a massive hit. One of the 2 flesh golems down. I think you can then step this mummy 3 squares forward. And you're just guarding these 2 out so they're not going anywhere. I'd like to see this guy come forward 1 square. Foul on the wolf? Yeah, why not? +5. Good foul. That's unlucky. Mr. Spock there taking one for the team. I would have liked to have seen that mummy here, to be honest, because what that's doing is that then forces RTSD to have to trundle over here. Well, he's fine. He's got 5 players to deal with that. And if he doesn't, then these 5 players, that gets knocked out of the way, and these 5 players come and threaten the ball. So Silsi is known for being quite a conservative player in the World Cup finals. So I can see why he hasn't done it, but that for me would be the right play. Now RTSD can get the ball to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the white's not failed. Yeah, this is the problem with no dodges. RTSD down to 1 reroll already. It's only turn 5. He's used a reroll on almost every turn. So my way of playing this would be aggressive, and I'd go after the ball. Silsi is likely to be a little bit more gentle. Well, this blitz is suggesting he might actually go and base the ball this turn, because there's massive amounts of value from putting the tackle white in there as well. Yeah. Ghoul to here to stop advancement. Now apply tackle to the ball, as well as the fact that it's basically got a dodge. Ghoul doing a work. And then he's bringing the mummy back just to provide a bit more safety and security in this area. I like that. This is a masterclass in defending with Undead. Well, he might not necessarily do everything I would do. He is doing a very good job. This is a very good defence from the Undead. RTSD now having to dodge. He's not going to go the one dice, is he? He is. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This could be the beginning of the end for the Undead, the Necro drive. So the rest of that play that he was trying to get off here would have been, I think, to dodge out and score. I think that was the rest of RTSD's play here, because if you get the push or the knockdown, you then move tackle off the ball, and you can get through. I think you can score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Yeah, I think that's what we'd have seen. But no, RTSD not getting the benefit of the doubt there. Tackle being applied to the ball carrier. Not getting it down. I think I'd have re-rolled that, because there's no guarantee that this goes down. This is only 2 dice looking for 55% shot, so I would have liked 2 dice with the 75% applying, and then you've got this as a backup. So going for picking up the ball, nice. And this is looking like it's going to be all over for the Undead, for the Necro. Necro down to no rerolls. He's got to survive another 2 turns. It's not looking good. The point of those double go for it's there is to make this. It's a 4+ dodge for the white to get to any of these squares now. So he may as well dodge this one and go for the 1 dice. I would have liked to have seen this zombie to here. Actually, that zombie doesn't make any difference. That's fine. Watching this quick speed is quite challenging. That zombie actually stops the werewolf going after the mummy. So a good play. 4+ dodge. Doesn't make it. Doesn't get the 4+ dodge. So we're now going to see an uncontested score. Turn 7, they've been turned over and you can't stop him now. So you can run the ghoul sort of over here somewhere, which is way out of range of this guy. That will be the score. So the only way that Silsi doesn't score now is if he throws dice on turn 8 that go wrong. Remember that. Yeah, he's not a lot of point in building this screen. I think you're just more staying away from this wolf. Gets to follow up so he can then blitz with the mummy into the flesh golem maybe. No. I would like to see him maximise a bit more the mighty blow hits. Because he hasn't actually used his blitz at this point. Bringing the mummy in, of course, to try and protect him from the wolf. No claw armor break. Now this bit I did actually see live, and I'm almost certain that he made a misclick here. So a lot was made of it at the time. Oh my god, RTSD must be tilted, etc, etc. No, I think he just misclicked. So I've spoken to RTSD off stream. I don't think he's one for tilting. I think he just made a misclick here. So he gets a power and a push, and he chooses the push. That's a misclick. Let's give the guy some credit. He's playing in a World Cup semi-final for another $2,000, give or take. I think everyone's entitled to make a mistake. Also, it's not even that important. We just don't see an armor roll on an armor 9 thing. Fair enough. So, for $2,000, Silsi decides that block effectively 6 dice, not rolling a skull, is a good idea, and chooses to go after a zombie. It's an interesting choice. So that is a massive score. He's broke the drive, and he's now receiving in the second half. Now, if this was me, I would want to go and score straight away. Not at risk, but I would score, because if you can score, even if it's midway through the second half, what you're then doing is your opponent has to rush a score in sort of 2 turns, and then you've only really got to defend for 2 or 3 turns yourself. However, now you've only got to defend for 2 or 3 turns, 2-1 up, rather than defend for 8 turns, 1-0 up. So for me, scoring quickly when you've broke someone is a really, it's just a must. For me, it's almost like a no-brainer. I know some schools of thought suggest that you should just try and hold it out. But I think holding out for 8 turns is much harder than holding out for 3 turns. So there's my take on it. RTSD not giving away the flanks because he's very conscious that if Silsi does go score 2-0 down, the game's probably unrecoverable at that point. So I like this defence. The only thing I'm not massively keen about is it does leave the 2 ghouls on the in the wide areas. There's not what I can do about it, but that's the problem. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So we'll now switch chase cam around and we'll watch it from the Undead's point of view. High kick, so that's a fairly neutral one. RTSD won't particularly be pleased with that, but won't be devastated either. Where's the ball going? Oh, in the end zone. And out again. Wow, touchback. Okay. For me, you give it to this bludge ghoul here. Oh, good choice. The way that Silsi's set up is fairly passive. Doesn't suggest that he wants to go score quickly. So he is going to try and hold out for 8 turns with 1-0. Let's see how that works out. So, 3 dice block with mummy. No armor roll. Now protecting this flank. Might not even see a blitz this turn. Not a huge fan of not progressing this all up by 1 on the basis that RTSD has just been given a free zombie. Just going to pause this for a second. So, in the last round, we saw RTSD playing against a guy called Guinness, who's a very good lizard coach. And after Guinness's first turn, what he did was he had 3 players here, 2 players here, 2 players here, and the ball there with its skinks there. And what that did was it meant that RTSD couldn't find a blitz on anyone with his killer player. And bear in mind, all tournament RTSD's been going hunting and trying to slay things with this wolf. What Silsi's done here is he's left him 2 completely like gifts, really. Sort of put a bow on them and said, please blitz them. Yes, you're defining where the blitz is going to come. But I don't think I like free gifts, not in Blood Bowl. So let's see whether RTSD takes this. I'm almost certain he will. Bear in mind, RTSD needs damage. Oh, wolf not getting knocked down. I didn't see this live. Genuinely didn't see that live. But that I'm not a fan of. That was a free gift. Oven baked. RTSD going sort of in. I don't like that because it's just going to get blitzed. And then he just brings in. So what he's done there is just forming a defensive screen and saying thanks ever so much for the free hit. I'll equalise. It's now is it 10-10 or 10-11? I think it's 10-11 for RTSD, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's 11-10. Stand firm doing a thing. And now you've got two choices here. You either dodge the ghoul away, or you provide another assist and you go block it down. So this will be an interesting decision for Silsi. Does he go and provide assists, or does he not? And does he protect stuff? Oh, he's left another little chocolate gift lying around. He gets the flesh golem down the second time. Okay. It was also an important position square there, because if he'd gone there, that wolf would have been bouncing into his own stand firm, and that would get taken out. So I like that. Please tell me you're not going to blitz here. That's far too greedy, RTSD. Please tell me that's not going to be the blitz. Unless, of course, you're going to go with this wolf. That is way too risky. Oh, no. Gets it. Bloody hell. Okay. Not only does he get it, wow, he knocks out one of the mummies. That is a massive hit. And I would have been wrong because I wouldn't have got the knockout. However, he's got to dodge the wolf out. No dodge from the wolf. So wolf's down. That mummy hit is huge. He got paid there. He risked it and he got paid. I'm really sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. This is a really interesting game. Now, does that mummy hit mean that RTSD is now able to start taking control of the board and able to start applying some pressure? Because one mummy on the board is much more easy for two flesh golems to deal with than two mummies. And what's he going to play? This is the problem with little Jimmy Kirk, isn't it? Little naughty scamp. Now I think I'd go after an unguarded ghoul here, and I'd bring the mummy, the wolf back to strike. I have a sneaking suspicion that what I'm going to see is an all or nothing blitz from RTSD. The only way that I like that is if he comes in so he gets to hit it after with one of these two. Please stand this up and walk it over here. Oh, if he's doing that, please stand this. Oh God. Double skulls into pushes. Into pushes. So RTSD went looking for a 33% play into a 33% play there. I think he'll look back on that and maybe did wish he'd gone for the other one. Uh-oh. Little Jimmy getting punched in the face and getting knocked out. So little Jimmy the Wolf is out of here. The little naughty scamp that he is. Now, yeah, I guess, look, for me, he's played the risky game. He got it the first time. He played it again the second time, and he didn't get it. So, if it was my game, I'd be not down a mummy, but I wouldn't be down a wolf. So, interesting. That changes the dynamic power of the board again, to the point where, actually, can the Necro turn around? Oh, now he can go after the other mummy here by tagging out that assist and blitzing from this corner. However, I think I'd like to see him go after the ghoul. Oh, he's going after the mummy again. Oh no, he's going after the ghoul. He is going after the ghoul. Nice. This puts a bit of pressure on the ball. I like this. And he's just screening off just in case we see some nonsense. Oh, RTSD. Oh dear. He really is going for either. Well, it's just I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna make you roll dice. But turn 12, no re-rolls for the game. Is this a telling indictment of how the dice have turned against RTSD this game, or is this RTSD pushing his luck? I'd love to hear from him after the game. I want to know what he thinks. So for me, it's blitz off the wolf. Trouble is, even realistically blitzing off the wolf here, can you get rid of everything? Don't think you can. Oh my word, and the second big result of the game goes in favour of RTSD, with the ghoul failing a 1 in 9 dodge. So it's a 3+ dodge with dodge, and he rolled a 2 into a 2. Oh, the curse of the agility 3 teams. Right, have we actually got anything in scoring range for the Necro? But anything could go wrong for RTSD here. Anything could go wrong. Oh, that's a good bit of play. So he can clear that tackle zone off. So that's one of the 2 tackle zones gone. Still not used his blitz. That is a lovely piece of play from RTSD. And I think we're going to see blitz into this guy. Hopefully get him down. Onto the ball, maybe? Not onto the ball. Now what? Okay, well he's put a bit of pressure on. And the ghoul is free to be bothersome. Silsi still got 3 rerolls left. Takes down RTSD's guard white. So, I might just have a quick pause at this, because there must be a way. What you want to do is actually work out what you should do here. And again, you're a bit pinned. You've got 3+ dodges to make. There is no nice play here. So for me, I think what I'd do is I'd try and take 3+ dodge out, and then I'd blitz into this ghoul, pushing onto the ball, and I'm wondering where the ball goes, because at the moment you're not recovering it. It's in 3 tackle zones. If you get it down, you could then actually stand the ghoul here and punch into the white into the ball, or you've already bounced it on the ball. You actually then get to see where the ball's going to go, and you've still got this white to come out as well. So I think I'd be using the ghouls and the whites here, and playing ping pong with these 2. And if best scenario, they go down, and the ball comes this way. Worst scenario, you turn over. But you're already in a problem area. So let's see what happens. Okay. So he's gone for the same idea, just not the way I'd have done it. Oh, he's got the ball back. So how do you solve this? Block here? No, sorry, block here. Walk forward, blitz, hope you get him down. If you get him down on the second hit, the ball can scatter, and actually you can then recover. So you're looking for push pow. Is your dream scenario. Okay, well he gets pow, so he's going to go into this square so he doesn't block his own route. He wants the ball to go there, he needs the ball to go into the square. Regen works. Where's the ball gone? Okay. And he got it. He made the 3+ dodge and the 3+ pickup, and RTSD's turned this round. So after the beginning of the first half, where you thought maybe this is all over, RTSD put some faith in himself and went for it, and actually then managed to equalise. I'm quite pleased to see that. The downside is he's got no rerolls left. And he's probably playing into overtime, and your opponent's got 2 or 3 rerolls at this point. If the mummy doesn't come back, that's huge. Oh, hello. So we don't get the wolf back, but we also don't see the mummy back, so that's fair. And RTSD has 11 players still, and the Undead have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, sorry, they have 9. That's honestly not my strong point. But with 2 turns to score, he should be able to turn this round and score. I think I'd leave just one mummy protecting all 3. God White goes in there, blitz through, ghoul through, and you might actually be alright here. High kick. That's a good high kick. Where's the ball? Oh God. That's a terrible kick. What you want, you need a touchback. You going to see a touchback? No, we're going to see the ghoul catch it. Mummy straightforward hit. On this turn, the most optimal, and this is, people are bearing in mind, have probably been playing for about an hour and a half at this point. The most optimal thing to do is roll all your dice, creating things to get you into a scoring. Oh dear, get you into a scoring range. Don't follow up, and then you can go and stand level with a 10 line. That was a big reroll. He needs to give himself a ghoul to hand off to, which is there, and he has only got 1 scoring threat. He really needs another scoring threat, which is why I'd like to have seen that white there. RTSD at this point effectively can force overtime by taking down that ghoul. So if you're ever chasing a game and you've only got 2 turns left, really, the aim of the game is to make sure you've got minimum 2. Realistically, you want 3 scoring threats. But the reason you have to have a minimum of 2 is because your opponent should be able to deal with 1 of them. And then, if he's dealt with 1 of them, you've then got still got a backup or redundancy. So you have to have yourself a redundancy. And the wolves failed to go for it. Oh my word. Right. So, before we start anything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'll be a 3+ handoff. That is a requirement. So therefore, it's then going to become a. You've either got a dodge, or you've got a throw. So sorry, you've got a and you've got a throw. So where are you going to throw it from? And you know you're going to have to throw on this element. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So you could throw from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which then means that you've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You actually can throw. That'll be a 4+ throw and a 3+ catch. So you know you can actually do this. The question is, what's the best maths? And for me, just check what players he's got. So removes thinking time, just absolutely kills it. One, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Alright, so double go for it, hit. And I'd hand it off to this one and throw it. So it's 2, 2, 3, no, 2, 2, 2, because you need a not a skull. 3+ dodge with dodge. 2+, 3+, 4+, 3+. Let's bang that through Samba. That doesn't sound very likely, does it? Two, 2, 2. 3+ dodge with dodge. 4+, 3+, a 2+, and a 3+. With a reroll, 26%. That's pretty poxy, isn't it? Alright, let's see if he makes it. However, 26% to end the game. There's no downside. No downside at all. Because RTSD's got no one in scoring range. So, well, I say there is a little bit of downside. Okay, that's a decent play. So he's now looking at 3+, 4+, 3+. He's got the 3+. You can throw it from there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4. That is a 4 into 3. 4s into 3s. And he makes it! Wow! Congratulations, Silsi. And he's effectively put himself through. However, RTSD still has a 1-turn attempt. So Silsi makes it 2-1. What a game. Do we see the knockouts come back? Yes, fair's fair. Didn't come back. Now they're both back. So we'll just skip through the setups. So Silsi's gone for making it very difficult for RTSD to shove through some strength 5. And then forming a sort of secondary screen. So even if he makes the shove, he's then got to dodge through. So without a reroll, you're looking in probably the single-digit figures here, I would imagine. However, what he has done, and this is quite clever, I like this. So before he actually moves anything, hopefully we can catch the game. Yeah, there we go. Right, I would open with block there, move that mummy out of the way. Then you can do Wolf Blitz into here, which gets you your first push. And you've actually got, you can leverage this through. And I think that's the route I'd take. You are going to have to make a 4+ dodge and a 3+ dodge. But that's the route I take. I don't know whether he'll take that route or not. Gets the push he first needs. Yep. Gets the second push. All this is exciting. So he's now got the diagonal look. Oh, he's got the knockdown. That's no good. And that's it. He can't do it. The problem here is always going to be this square. Because you've got the next block. Unfortunately, how the hell do you fill that square in? So he would, once he'd thrown that last block, he was actually in range at that point. So, anyway, commiserations to RTSD playing the Kobayashi Maru, which, as everyone in the stream has so far commented on, is a Star Trek reference for the unwinnable scenario. So Kobayashi Maru turns out to be true. He wasn't able to change it like James Kirk was. So Silsi makes it through to the final. Wow. Let's have a quick look at the dice. Kobayashi Maru did throw RTSD through more blocks, but he has got Frenzy, so that's slightly more unsurprising. And then dice rolls. So I like to have a quick look at the block dice results. So let's see whether the dice results were balanced. So for Franco Stars, it's Silsi, 15 and 13 versus 14 and 16. Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? That's absolutely fine. For RTSD, 14, 13, 16, 15. Plus or minus 1, he's not going to complain about that. One other thing it's worth looking at is what's the best result you got. So no, 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 no. Yes, yes. So he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits out of the first page. No, loads of non-knockdowns here. Loads of non-knockdowns. It felt like he rolled a lot of pushes. So only right. No, it felt like he rolled a lot of pushes there. Looking at that, whereas Franco Bowl, that's a lot of knockdowns. That's a lot more knockdowns. Yeah. So although the block dice themselves were even, the actual result on the block dice was quite important, and there were a lot more knockdowns for the Franco Bowl Silsi Undead than there were for RTSD. However, all things being equal, I think the Undead played very well and are deserved winners. So congratulations to them, and I look forward to casting that game for the final. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed that YouTube clip, please leave a like and subscribe. And we can also be found on Twitch, which is www.twitch.tv/AndyDavo. Links to both are below. Thank you.